Hey everybody. I shot a few videos recently where I discussed my infrared thermometer. And in the first video, I thought that something was really amiss. I was getting really strange readings from the thermometer. Well, it turns out that all that was wrong was the battery was really low, and I just replaced the battery. I did another video. And in the second video, I was getting some slightly different temperature readings at various parts of the tank, and I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. We got about 83 degrees in this tank, 82 degrees, it depends on where I shoot exactly, but 82.9, 83.1, 83.8, 82.9. So we're pretty much right on. There is a little bit of variation, but not much. And the reason I think we're getting variation is this is just a really low budget thermometer. If I was buying, if I was spending the money and getting a really, really good one with a high level of accuracy, I might not be getting these slight temperature differences, or they simply could be slight fluctuations in the temperature. Either way, I had one of my viewers, actually a couple of my viewers, pointed out something that I should have known. I actually did know it. I'm kind of surprised I wasn't thinking about it when I shot the video. You can't read infrared through glass. So just because this laser is pointing on that piece of wood down there doesn't mean the gun here is taking the temperature of that piece of wood. I'm just taking the temperature of the surface area of the glass, not anything behind it. And I got to thinking more and more about it, and I decided, just for everybody's sake, to do a nice visual demonstration of that. It's very easy to demonstrate. So we're going to go over to my work area, and I'm going to strap on the old head cam, and we're going to do a really simple demonstration that will put to rest any idea that you can actually measure the temperature of items inside the tank versus simply measuring the surface area of the glass. When we're done talking about that, we will come back here and we will discuss one other aspect of these types of thermometers. They're really good to use. You just have to understand what you're doing when you use them so you get the most accurate readings possible. So let's go over and have a look at my experiment, and then we'll be back here to talk about the thermometer one last time. Alright, now a real simple way to find out whether we are measuring the surface of the glass. 76 degrees, 77.4, 75.7, 75.9, 76.3. So we're looking at right around 76 to 77 degrees. We're looking at 92 degrees. 92 degrees, more or less 92 degrees. 75.6, 75.0, 75.9, and if that's not enough to convince you, 75.6, 75.7, 75.9, 118, 99. Now we're going to go back and we're going to talk about the other aspect of this gun, because that just showed me 84, and it's because I missed where I was aiming. So let's go back over to the tank and we will talk about the other aspect of using one of these infrared thermometers. Alright, as we just saw, we are most definitely measuring the surface of the glass, not through the glass. So I want to make sure everyone understands that when you do that and you see that little dot on the back of the aquarium, it is not the back of the aquarium that you are measuring. The only thing that dot is there to do is just to show you where you're pointing on the wall or whatever. If you're shooting at some sort of distance, it's basically there as an aiming device, or so you can know what you're looking at. When you're looking through glass, remember, the laser is going through the glass, but this sensor is not. His sensor is picking up the surface of the glass that the laser is actually going right through. So the other important aspect of this thermometer is the distance. As you move further away from the sensor, it measures a broader and broader area, and then it averages out that temperature over the larger area. And I don't remember what the actual details are. You can see I've peeled the sticker off long ago. It had the distances and everything. I think it was 1 meter gave you a 30 centimeter diameter of measurement area. So for we Americans, that's roughly 3 feet away will measure a circle about a foot in diameter. So if you're trying to measure something very specific in the middle of a table and you're 3 or 4 feet away from it, just because you're pointing that laser beam right at it, kind of like I was just pointing the laser at the cigarette lighter in there, and it was not actually giving me a very hot temperature, I wasn't either pointing it directly at it up close, or I was far enough away that I was averaging out the temperature of the wall behind the flame. So remember, closeness counts with these things, and we're going to do one little demonstration here. We're going to step a few feet away from this light. This is my little aluminum dome light, and we're going to shine it right there. Give it a minute to stabilize, and we're looking at right around 99, 100 degrees, 103 it looks like. So now, let's just move a little closer, hit that same spot, but only that spot, and look at the temperature difference. So it's not that the temperature of this changed, and it's not that more temperature is being picked up by the sensor. It's originally the sensor was looking at an area that big, so it was averaging in all of this with that hot spot right there, and the average temperature was coming out around 99 degrees. When you get nice and close like that, you're measuring this area right here, and you've got a much more accurate temperature of about 115, 118 degrees, which also explains why my tanks are so nice and toasty warm without having to keep a whole lot of space heaters or tank heaters running in there. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. You never know what you're going to get with me. Some things just get on my mind, and I got to shoot a video about them, talk about them, or whatever. And this was one of them. So thanks for watching it. Don't forget, this is my 125-gallon tank. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you real soon on the next one.